Live Friday. Live Friday. Live Friday. Live Friday. Well, there's so much to know and even more to see. From music and humor and poetry. We're so glad that you're here and we hope that you stay. 'Cause our Live Friday show will always make your day. Live Friday. Live Friday. Live Friday. Live Friday. Hey everybody, here we are. All right, welcome boys and girls. This is our first Live Friday episode. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching us right now, or if you're going to catch us later, or if you're on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Hello, my name is Mr. Tom. Let me introduce myself. And this is the Home Video Variety Show. In case you're not familiar with our channel, we are a YouTube channel that makes video content mostly for children that are of classical learning. We want to take the things that are good, true, and beautiful. We want to entertain ourselves with them. We want to learn from them. So that's what we say. We are here to educate, entertain, and encourage us. Thank you for joining us. If you used to watch us last year, hello, good to see you again. Or if you are familiar with our material, if I know you personally and you're watching this, hello, good to see you. I hope we run into you at some point.
Sometimes.
At some point. I'm here. Jimmy's here today. He's one of our featured puppets. Yeah. We have several. Well, now, of course, anything before we begin, boys and girls, dads and moms, anybody, before we begin, all of our content today is kind of like say we're a variety show, so we're gonna have some music. Of course, we'll have music and sing. I'll join Mr. Phil in a few minutes. He's over there waiting patiently. And we're gonna do some poetry and we'll share some humor. And of course, today we are starting a new series. We're gonna talk about a person of the medieval era that you should know about, but we'll get on to him in just a minute. But before we do all that, we are going to read a scripture. And you know why? You know why we do that? You know why? Because we want all of our learning, whatever we do, boys and girls, whatever we learn, we begin with God's word. And that's the only place to start out with. In fact, our scripture today is going to go right along with that. I will show you it. I think you probably have heard it before. Looks like this. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is insight. Proverbs 9:10. The fear of the Lord. That's the beginning of wisdom. That's the beginning of our knowledge. All right. So a lot of people like to say that, that when they took prayer out of public schools in the 1960s, that was when education went really downhill. But really, that was a terrible travesty. And there's a really great Carmen and Petra song. Never mind if you want to. Anyway, but really during the like your 6 days of creation, during for many hundreds to thousands of years, the knowledge of God and the Bible was at the very start of learning through arts and and science and philosophy. But then they took God out of the middle and they put man, and that happened during the Age of Enlightenment. So that was a really long time ago that they took God at the center of our learning and wisdom. So it's been a long time, and we're trying to save Western civilization by putting God at the center in the beginning. So don't forget that verse today. As a matter of fact, boys and girls, if you're interested, there is a coloring sheet. You follow that QR link and it brings you to our website, and it's free. It's free. I know it brings you through the shop or whatever, but it's you can get that. You can download it and print it out. So if there's anybody, tutors or parents, or if you'd like to have a coloring sheet, it has our scripture verse on it for today. All right, that's enough of all of that. And I could keep that up there for an additional minute. Anyway, let's hear from Grandpa. Let's do some jokes. Let's hear that.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Jokes with Grandpa. I'm sure you're all excited to hear what kind of humor I have for you today. Well, here we go. Are you ready for your first joke of the year?
Yeah, we're ready.
Here it is. What state is round at the ends and high in the middle? Yeah, it is. It's a state. It's round at the ends and high in the middle. Can you think of it? It's Ohio! You get it?
Ohio.
There's an O at the beginning that's round, and it's high in the middle, and then another O at the end, round at the end, high in the middle. That's Ohio. Are you from Ohio? I hope you like that one. Okay, here's another joke. Why are clocks so shy? Because they always have their hands in front of their faces. Okay, hey, why is a river rich? Yeah, why is a river so rich? Because the river has 2 banks. The edge of a river is called a river bank, and a bank is where you keep your money. A river bank. All right, our last joke. It's kind of like a riddle, but see if you can figure it out. Which is heavier, a ton of feathers or a ton of bricks? Which one's heavier, a ton of feathers or a ton of bricks? Does that seem like an easy answer to you? Because it is! Both of them weigh the same! A ton is 2,000 pounds. So if you have 2,000 pounds of one thing and 2,000 pounds of another thing, you still have the same weight. It doesn't matter what it is. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed those jokes and riddles. And thanks for joining me, boys and girls. Come back next week, and I'll tell you a few more.
Thank you, Grandpa. Yeah. Thank you for those jokes. Okay. Hopefully you can use some of those, especially those of you that live in Ohio. But don't forget that one. That was a clever riddle, right? You say, what's that? Because often we use the word ton, not just as a actual, unit of measure. We sometimes say, oh, I got a ton of school books to go through. Oh, I've got a ton of homework. But instead, right, so you could say, what's a ton of, anyway. That's a fun one. All right. Anyway, so that was, now, boys and girls, you could be on our live streaming show. We have, do any of you play an instrument, or maybe you have, if you play an instrument, or maybe if you want to recite some poetry, yourself, and you're pretty good at it, or you're learning it, and you'd like to show all of our audience, you totally could be featured on our show. I'll give you more details on that next week, but basically it would be you filming a video of yourself and sending it to us, and then we'll add it to our mix of live Friday videos. Anyway, but I'll give you more information on that next week. But just start thinking about that. If you're a child that has a talent to share, and you want to show all of us here and the rest of the audience, I would love to. We'd love to show that, wouldn't we, Jimmy? Okay. Well, and now, Jimmy, we have a video of you that we're going to have sharing some poetry. Speaking of poetry, and here is a very beautiful poem that you will be sharing.
Here, a poem, The Secret Song, by Margaret Wise Brown. Who saw the petals drop from the rose? I, said the spider, but nobody knows. Who saw the sunset flash on a bird? I, said the fish, but nobody heard. Who saw the fog come over the sea? I, said the sea pigeon, only me. Who saw the first green light of the sun? I, said the night owl, the only one. Who saw the moss creep over the stone? I, said the gray fox, all alone. That's The Secret Song by Margaret Wise Brown. Thanks for listening.
And thank you, Jimmy. Thank you for that poem that we shared before. Now that poem we actually filmed this summer. We went over to Virginia, and we stayed at this beautiful farmhouse, and we had cows behind us. We did a lot of filming actually for you'll see Jimmy. And we did a lot of filming for some of those poetry videos. We went all over the yard and filmed different things. Absolutely beautiful. For any of you that live in Virginia, what a beautiful state you have. And we were just, also, I should tell you, while we were there, we were near Lynchburg, Virginia, near where Liberty University is, if you know where that is. And we were up there, and we got to visit this bookstore. Now, children, of course, you have probably been to a bookstore that's a store that sells books. And it's different than a library because they don't rent them out for free. You have to buy them. But this was a used bookstore. And I think I have some pictures. It was really, really incredible. It was called, where is it? Bookshop on the Avenue. Okay, that's the store. That's some of us there. Anyway, it was a whole house. Now, I don't have pictures here. Yes, I do. Okay. It was an old house that somebody had painted to make it red, white, and blue. and they had their green car at front. I got to talk to the owner, very nice man. He's been in that one location for 37 years, and every room is filled with books. The upstairs, the downstairs, every bedroom. But there's no the basement. That's right. There is no, there's no furniture. It's not a regular. It's the whole thing. It's a used bookstore, and it's plenty of children's books downstairs. We went to go there just because we randomly saw it, and we drove into it. But man, we stayed there for I don't even know, like 2 hours. I think for any of you homeschoolers or anybody that just loves books, if you get there, you will not leave for a really long time. It was amazing. It was really again, so many books, and they're so cheap too. I mean, since they're used, it was we had like $1, I think, or $2 for some of these books, $6 or $7. Anyway, so many sections of books. But that was Bookshop on the Avenue. So if you live in Virginia or in that area, you should totally check out that bookstore. It was amazing. Anyway, let's see. So anyway, okay. So like I said, now we get on to more of our main chunks here. As you know, boys and girls, we did a lot of cowboy music this summer, and our focus was on that to teach you more about the American West. But now, especially to go in line with many of you that follow us for classical conversations, we are doing some medieval learning. That's right, the Middle Ages. And that is a very interesting period in history. Sometimes we think of it just as knights and castles and fighting and wars, and there was a lot of that. But also, there was a lot of discovery and a lot of art and a lot of beauty that comes out of the Middle Ages. And so we wanted to take some time to talk about medieval minds. We call it medieval minds, medieval thinkers, and you've heard of some of them before, Michelangelo, and many of those great artists, but also and scientists. But we want to take ones you may have not heard of yet. And so one today we're going to talk about is Roger Bacon. That's right. Do you know what he invented?
Bacon.
No, he didn't invent bacon. But that was a good guess. That was a good guess, Jamie. Yes, I know, right? Yeah, boy, whoever invented bacon, thank you very much. We appreciate it. If you have ever looked through a pair of glasses, not like your eyes, but actual glasses, or if you've looked through a magnifying glass before, you can thank the work of Roger Bacon, because that was a particular interest of his. But you don't have to take my word for it. Here is Grandpa.
Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me on Medieval Minds, where we discover more about prominent persons during the Middle Ages. Today, we're going to talk about Roger Bacon. He was an English philosopher, Franciscan friar, and early scientist during the medieval period. He had a wide range of interests, like optics, which is the science of light and vision, astronomy, mathematics, alchemy, languages, and theology, of course. He believed deeply in the power of observation and experimentation, which was unusual for the time. Most medieval scholarship relied heavily on tradition and authority. In optics, he studied mirrors, lenses, and even ideas that hinted at the later invention of eyeglasses and telescopes. His most famous book is the Opus Maius, great work, written around 1267 at the request of Pope Clement IV. It's a massive work on science, philosophy, and education. Bacon believed in the importance of empirical methods, testing ideas through experience, rather than just relying on books. This made him kind of a forerunner of modern science, though he was still very much a medieval thinker, influenced by mysticism, alchemy, and theology. He speculated about inventions of the future, such as the horseless carriage and flying machines. He also stressed the importance of learning languages, like Greek, Hebrew, and Arabic, so that scholars could read original texts rather than flawed translations. Today, he's remembered as an early advocate of scientific thinking in the West, though he lived long before the scientific revolution. His blending of medieval mysticism with experimental science shows how knowledge was slowly shifting in Europe toward a more modern outlook. Here's a funny thing about Roger Bacon. People thought that he was a wizard. They thought he had magical powers just because he understood the principles of the scientific method. He was one of the first people to experiment and write about gunpowder, which had been invented in China, but he knew that it was a mixture of saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal. According to legend, when he first demonstrated it, people thought he was practicing magic. The sudden thunderous noise and a flash of fire seemed supernatural. And because of things like this, many thought that Roger Bacon was a sorcerer and a wizard. But truly, he was just a medieval man of science. And now you know more about Roger Bacon. Join us next week for more Medieval Minds.
All right. Did you enjoy learning about that? Yes, that's Roger Bacon. Yeah, wasn't that great? I know gunpowder too. I didn't know. You know, I mean, I had to come to the West at some point over there from China. So anyway, that is Roger Bacon. Now come next week, and we will learn yet another medieval mind. But now, that's it for the medieval talk right now. Now we're going to move on to music in just a second. I'm going to join Mr. Phil, and we're going to sing some songs. Now, again, boys and girls, our music for there are many places that you can find your CC music. There's many ways that you can get, especially that grammar information. You just kind of have to memorize it. You know, CC has some great stuff on CC Connected, the timeline song, and you know, and your history sentences, the songs they have. Oh, they're so great. Some of them I just love and can't get out of my head. But anyway, if there's there's other things, your English science, and we have some songs that go along with that information. There's other places on the internet too. You can find it. Whatever, you know, it's a free country. Outside of the providence of God, you can do what you want. Anyway, so feel free to listen in and sing along if you'd like to. And Mr. Phil, are you ready? I guess. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Here we go.
Hey there, boys and girls. Welcome to the musical part of our live Friday show. This is my absolute favorite time for me. Anyway, I hope you enjoy learning about Roger Bacon. I hope you like learning about the poetry by Margaret Wise Brown from Jimmy. Anyway, but this is the musical part, and again, a lot of our show, our whole online channel sometimes helps students that do classical conversations, and we know that's many of you guys are watching right now. So we make music for that, and on our live Friday show, we cover those tunes. And, you know, some of our videos get rather elaborate and a little weird, but we think there's some really catchy tunes in there, so we like to break it down on live Fridays, where we just kind of have guitar, and Mr. Tom comes and plays his drum, and, oh, there you are. Cool. Hello. Yeah, he plays drum. Hi. And we make it really simple. You could actually play along with these songs, or sing along with us now. Some of the chords are real simple. We just do G's and C and D for a lot of these. So it's stuff, you know, parents, you could learn this at home or with your students if you're tutoring. But anyway, so that's going to be our music today. Probably of all the things we do, you know, puppets and video and learning. For me, anyway, I just love the music. I love, you know, musical composition. I just had such fun several years ago having the Foundations Guide open, and just trying to think of melodies and trying to think of original things to go along with everything. It's such a joy, and
It was.
so that creative process. Anyway, sorry, I'm going to stop talking. Oh no! Mr. Tom likes to keep these things a little short. And
We only have so much time, kids. We don't want you to be on the screen.
Talk on and on. Okay, so all right. Our first song is going to be about the continents and oceans. All right, now if you know the song already, sing along with us. If not, you can learn it real quick, and the lyrics are just all the continents and oceans. So if you know those already, even if you don't know our stuff, then you already got it down pat. Let's see. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. days of creation, and this is a science song, I think, for this week. It's in the Bible, what are the days of creation? So if you are a CC student, or maybe if you're just a kid trying to memorize the Bible, that's awesome. Anyway, these are the days of creation. If you don't know the song, then challenge 1, just sing along to day 1, day 2. You can do that, and then as you get further along in knowing the days of creation, you can sing the answers too. But for right now, you could just say day 1, day 2. That'd be an easy way to step into it, okay? What occurred on each day of creation? Day 1, first space, time, and light. Day 2, atmosphere. Day 3, dry land and plants. Day 4, sun, moon, and stars. Day 5, sea creatures, birds. Day 6, land animals. Adam and Eve. Good. What occurred on each day of creation? Day 1, first space, time, and light. Day 2, atmosphere. Day 3, dry land and plants. Day 4, sun, moon, and stars. Day 5, fish, sea creatures, birds. Day 6, land animals. Adam and Eve. What? One more time, you said? What occurred on each day of creation? Day 1, space, time, and light. Day 2, atmosphere. Day 3, dry land and plants. Day 4, sun, moon, and stars. Day 5, fish, sea creatures, birds. Day 6, land animals. Adam and Eve. Yeah, awesome. All right, and last one. 8 parts of speech. Sing along if you know. 8 parts of speech. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 8 parts of speech. 8 parts of speech. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 8 parts of speech. What is it? Whether noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection, preposition, adjective. 8 parts of speech. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 8 parts of speech. 8 parts of speech. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 8 parts of speech. Whether noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection, preposition, adjective. 8 parts of speech. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 8 parts of speech. Ha. Woo. Yeah. All right, real quiet now. 8 parts of speech. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 8 parts of speech. 8 parts of speech. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 8 parts of speech. What are they? Whether noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection, preposition, adjective. 8 parts of speech. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 8 parts of speech. All right, real loud. Whether noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection, preposition, adjective. 8 parts of speech. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 8 parts of speech. How do you end this song? That's how you end the song.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
how you do it. All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
cool.
all right.
All right.
Our next song is from week 2.
Yeah,
now,
now
if
we're
you're
week
on
2.
that week, that's awesome. If you're not, you will be. This song we like to sing it as there's actually no instruments. So what do you call that? That's a word called a cappella. We're just gonna use
Acapella.
just our voices, and you sing it. You could sing it as a round. And what does that mean?
That's when you cut a circle and you stand in it, and that means that you are, it's all around you.
It does not mean that you roll around in a circle as you sing it. No, not at all. I see that.
You didn't like
Thank
that
you
joke?
so much, Jimmy, for that joke.
Yeah, no problem.
It means that you you sing it. You could sing it in different parts over in a circle, round and round again. So Mr. Tom and I are going to demonstrate this.
I'll try.
And it's going to be awesome. Okay,
You gonna try too?
let's see. So European waters are North Sea, Baltic Sea, Adriatic Sea, English Channel, and Mediterranean Sea. So that's our European waters, and so we'll sing it all together, and then we'll show you how it breaks off. Ready? I don't know why I'm hitting this against acapella. Let's see. European waters, European waters, European waters, European waters, North Sea, Baltic Sea, Adriatic Sea, English Channel, Mediterranean Sea, European waters, European waters, European waters, European waters, North Sea, Baltic Sea, Adriatic Sea, English Channel, Mediterranean Sea. Together, European waters, European waters, European waters, European waters. All right.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, that was so good. Oh, I just love that. Okay. Okay, now let's see.
I hope you sang along too, boys.
A pronoun. Let's see. A pronoun replaces a noun in order to avoid repetition. A pronoun replaces a noun in order to avoid repetition. That wasn't too repetitive, was it?
Maybe it was a little bit.
One more, we're running. Wow,
But that's the point.
We're taking a long time on this. There's a lot of music, and we're only on week 2.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got like 24 weeks
Yeah.
of music. We have. I have to tell you, like, I mean, you guys see our YouTube channel, and sometimes it's hard to like maneuver through all of it because it's so much material. It's like 800 videos,
Yeah.
Or almost 800 videos, and it's crazy.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of time spent. Could you imagine the amount of data, megabytes and gigabytes we use for recording music and making graphics and images and video files and stock library, and it's terabytes of work, and it's just
is.
Anyway, so we have so many songs, so it's just so much. We try to do our best to put playlists on the top so we can find them. It's so much. Sorry if you get lost on our YouTube page. We've done a lot of things. Okay, land biomes. Ooh, like land biomes. Yes. What land biome do you live in? What are some land biomes? Some land biomes are. What are some land biomes? Some land biomes are grassland, desert, scrubland, and tundra. Deciduous forest, coniferous forest, tropical rainforest. we don't have any female vocalists around here. It's always me. I'm always the one that has to sing the woman's part. And that's okay. Maybe someday, maybe there's one of you out there that ever wants to sing with us. That'd be awesome. Do you live in Florida? That would be really helpful. Anyway, okay. All right. You know what? Okay, so this summer we did some cowboy songs.
Yes.
And I know.
Yes. And I really wanted to sing one. Really bad.
Mr. Tom wanted me to sing a cowboy song to finish us out, even though we're doing a medieval study. Maybe there's some medieval songs we could sing. Maybe we did this wrong. Maybe we should have done medieval songs this summer.
Maybe.
But anyway, however that goes, and we're running short on time, so let's just do it as
it's okay.
Anybody, if you're not a CC student, you'll know this song. You know, Home on the Range. Yeah. Let's do a verse or two of that. Maybe one verse. That's all we have time. Oh, give me your home with a beautiful room where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Oh, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. All right, one more verse. How often at night, with the heavens so bright, and the lights from the glittering stars, have I stood there amazed, and asked as I gazed at the glorious sweet sight of ours. Oh, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for joining us
All
for
right.
musical portion time.
I'll finish this out.
We'll see you back here next week. We'll sing songs also from week 3, and maybe we'll find a medieval song to sing.
And okay, all right. Hey, Phew, had to run back here really quickly. All right. So, boys and girls, that was our singing time. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, in case you're wondering, Mr. Phil and I are related, but I always like to think that mother always loved me best. Anyway, wow. So right here at our home video variety show studio, which is basically my house, it is like downpouring and thundering and raining outside. So I don't know what the weather's like for you, but wow, we usually don't get a thunderstorm like this in the morning. But anyway, so boys and girls, before you go, I just want to remind you that we do book recommendations. That's right, and tell you about this really great book. It's called Sir Toby Jingle's Beastly Journey. And you can find this at your local library. It's written by Wallace Tripp. It's a great little story, has some great illustrations, and it kind of shows you some mythical beasts in there. But it's a great little story, especially because we're going to focus more on medieval stories. So I'll bring that a little closer here, but I'll make a little post about it later. But that's Sir Toby Jingle's Beastly Journey. You can check out that book, find it at your local library. You shouldn't have to purchase it anywhere or whatever. But yes, so it's a great little story. And of course, let me also remind you that you can scan the QR code for this to get a free coloring page if you would like to from our scripture verse we started with today, Proverbs 9:10, that all of our learning we do starts with God, the fear of the Lord. And that's why I always like to end this. Boys and girls, it's been great having a live stream with you. It's been about 35 minutes. We try to keep these programs at about half an hour. So it is so good to spend some time with you, whether you're watching this live or later on. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure you are honoring your parents. And make sure that you are getting your work done and enjoying your work and finding fulfillment in all those good habits and things. But remember that the chief end of man, our purpose, is to glorify God and enjoy him forever. Boys and girls, have a wonderful day. We'll see you again next time.
Live Friday. Live Friday. Live Friday. Live Friday. Well, there's so much to know and even more to see, from music and humor and poetry. We're so glad that you're here and we hope that you stay. 'Cause our live
Friday show will always make your day. Live Friday. Live Friday. Live Friday.